So the grass has been cut and the first of 2 parasols is up. We need to replace them. These are really old. I think they must be about 12 years old. They're really, you don't see it when you're underneath them, but as you can see on top, if I can zoom, they're really quite poor quality now. And Mark has to repair them every so often. That's the wind chime that some people thought was a church bell. So once you're under here, it's not so bad. There's a big stain on there. That is because it's under the walnut tree. The walnut is really leaking sap at the moment. I think a branch must have broken off recently in a storm, and the walnuts weep for ages after they've been damaged. And I can only, because we stood under here today trying to sort this out and put the table up, and I'm getting dripped on. So that is walnut tree sap on there. Oh, there's a big stain. You see it? So it's dripping down on there as well. Not that it matters, but that's what's happening. Oh, a bit noisy. So everything needs replacing. Parasols, shutters. We won't replace the lawnmower because we're of the mind of if it ain't broke, we won't fix it. No, hold on. If it ain't broke, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it works. Probably if you had a more up-to-date lawnmower, it might be better, but the ground, as you can see, the ground is really rough and it's full of molehills and it's full of stones, and out the back there are rocks that stick up that he hits sometimes. I mean, he knows where they are now, so he doesn't, but he used to hit the rocks, and it would just damage, I think, a new mower. So we'll keep it going. See if these bluebells are out down here. The mirabelle tree had lots of blossom on it, and then we had that horrible cold snap, so there's no fruit on the mirabelle. The flowers are gradually, some flowers are gradually coming out on this horse chestnut, but I think they might also have got caught by the cold. Oh, there's some bluebells over there. Got more in the garden. Something dead over there. Don't know what that is. Dumped over there. That'll have been there for since before we came. It's probably a dead car. We've never walked on this. This is our land. This is our land over here, over to the left. But this is also our land up here. We've never walked on it because it's, well, as you can see, it's sort of thwart with obstacles. I see some more bluebells down there. Just a few. So that is the main road, the departmental road that runs up near us, but all this vegetation grows up and it's less noisy in the summer when all the trees are in leaf. been down and given Mrs. Broody clean, well, it's clean rainwater, because we give them rainwater. It's much better for them than what comes out of the tap. And we've managed to, throughout the year, throughout the winter, because the water butts have been open to stop them filling with water and potentially freezing, we've had watering cans under there collecting water, so we've been able to take water down. Coo. I can see bluebells over here. I've never, honestly, and they didn't get strimmed by strimmer man. Strimmed all along there, strimmed all along there, but not the bluebells. So he's mowed up there, mowed all along here. Yeah, so I lifted her, put water in for her, lifted her, and the eggs were on concrete and not particularly hot. So when I go down later, I will, I'm just going to show you Christelle's irises. When I go down later, I'm going to see if I can find a big cardboard box to sit her in, and put straw in that, so she's sitting on a much thicker layer of straw, because they shouldn't really be on concrete. Everybody's irises, there's irises out in Memorial much earlier than mine, and I don't understand why. Mine are so late. Aren't they lovely? I'm going to go up and see if I can find the California poppies now, see if they're out. I wasn't intending to walk up here really, but I am now. I can see from here whether they're out, or they're beginning to come out. Oh, that will be Manuel. I shall have to talk to him when I come back down. There's some tulips up there. This is a most sought after house he's let the garden go. They used to really take care of this garden. Look at that lilac. That's lovely. And here are the poppies just about. This is normally full of poppies, California poppies. I can't grow them. I've tried, but they never grow. There, right, I'm going back. Not going up near that goose. There's a fig tree further down here, a big fig tree which belongs to Francois. Oh, that doesn't look, I think that's it. Bloody hell, that's not looking good. And I've said to her in the past, can I pick figs because they're hanging over this fence, and she's fine with that, but I'm not sure whether that's going to come back. Well, no, it has got some live, it's got shoots on it. It's just very, very late, I suppose. Maybe the frost got to it. I think that her wisteria, she had a wisteria along the back fence, and it looks like that's pulled the fence off. They're so strong, wisterias. So if she comes, I was thinking she might come for Easter, but she's not. She comes this summer, she's going to have to get somebody to mend her fence. So pear tree would have got hit by the frost, so we won't have any pears. Oh, I can see a few. The odd one or two. That red robin is enormous. And the bare twigs are trumpet vine, and it's just beautiful in summer. You know, cascading orange trumpet flowers. And the oleander have got to come up. They didn't make it, I don't think. I fleeced them one winter. Didn't fleece them this winter. I can see some green on them, but nothing is thriving there. Where the just where that, I'll go over there, that rusty shepherd's crook is, was a massive cherry tree. That's the trunk there, the remains of, and it rotted and it had to come down because it was in danger of, you know, if it came down, it would injure the house. Dear me. Damage the house, damage the house. Getting bored with this word, finding words difficult. So we decided that we would plant a copper beech in its place. And where that clump of grass that's not been cut is, because it's around the fig tree and it needs to have shears used on it, and I can't use them and I can't get down there. It's really pisses me off that I can't do any of this stuff. Where that fig tree is, we planted a copper beech tree, which I had to put on order because you can't get them. They don't do copper beech here, and I'd seen them at Sandringham, outside Sandringham, when I was up visiting Phil. And they're fabulous, fabulous trees, and I just thought I'd love one of those in the garden. So we put a copper beech in there, and you have to order them, and you can't get them till November. And November is the best time for planting trees because they get, the earth is still warm. They get a couple of months. The earth is warm where they can begin to establish. before the cold, and then by the time February, March comes and the rain and the spring rain, they're established. Planting trees in April is foolhardy. Anyway, we planted our copper beech and it looked for a while like it was doing okay, and then it just failed to thrive. And I think I potted it, put it in a pot and potted it, hoping that that would help, but it didn't, and it just died. It was very disappointing. But at the same time, we bought that magnolia, and the magnolia, apart from the fact that the bloody thing hasn't flowered, it seems to be doing okay. But nothing, those oleander are not thriving over there, and fleecing them, I felt, they used to be in pots and I used to protect them, but even in fleeces in pots, they got caught by the beast from the east that we had 2 or 3 years ago. And I just don't seem to know, I don't want to put them back in pots, so they're going to have to come up anyway. And I think I'm going to give up on that piece of land as somewhere to grow things, because it just doesn't grow stuff. And that corner there doesn't grow stuff, which is why there's a big blue pot there with a honeysuckle in it, because anything planted in there just doesn't seem to thrive. And yet the clematis here doing really well. And that doesn't get fleeced, it doesn't get covered, that just, copes with the winter. So, there we are. God, nearly 20 minutes of unplanned footage. Okay, so there's my very sorry freesias. I bet they've got no scent. And those two choiceas that I bought the other day will go in pots, big pots, and go over there where we sit, where the agapanthus are, and replace the dead geraniums, pelargoniums, and I'm going to see if that fuchsia is dead though, because it might actually be dormant. Oh, flies running up my nose. Yeah, I think that's dead, so that'll be gone. Not sure what's going on. This is an agapanthus. I'm not sure why that's gone white like that. I think it might have got sunburnt, which I don't understand. But that's a younger agapanthus than this one. Or is it? No, yeah, this is the oldest one I've got. Okay, so a choicea will go in there, and I'll find a pot for another one. And the bamboo shouldn't be in pots, but it's there to give us a bit of privacy when we sit here. I think people coming up the road, especially Scroat, it creates a bit of a visual barrier. You can't focus through it to see us sitting here, because he's cricked his neck going down this morning. One day his neck will stay like that. Okay, what have we got? There we go, nearly 20 minutes. Thank you for your indulgence.